Hey guys, Zach here. Today we're going to talk about building the perfect landing page, and I actually want to show you how to get a 70% opt-in or better on it. Let me go ahead and show you something real quick. So first of all, I'm going to show you this right here. So if we can zoom in on that, which I don't know how, but I will make myself smaller. So if you look up right here, that is 104% opt-in rate over 10,000 opt-ins. Okay, that's not accurate. Just so you know, there's a bunch of duplicates in there, but that's about it's actually 77% opt-in rate when you pull out the duplicates. So that is insane right there. And I'm going to go over that right now. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the landing page that we're talking about, which is this landing page here. And I'm going to pull up our whiteboard, and we're going to talk about this right now. So let's talk about a few things. All right, the first thing is the actual photo. All right, so we're going to be talking about the photo itself, the copy, and that's really the main two things that we're needing to worry about. I am going to make the assumption that you actually have something that people want. That's the most important thing, okay? Because honestly, you could have a pretty crappy photo and a pretty crappy copy if you have what people want. All right, so I just want to really just hit on that right now. So let's go back to the landing page here. So this is the landing page, and the first thing I want to talk to you about is this actual picture. All right, so the picture here is a little bit weird, as you can tell. All right, so the first thing I want to touch on is the fact that videos very rarely work on landing pages. I've actually never had a video beat a photo. And that's kind of nuts, but I'm just telling you what's happened. I've never had a video beat one, and videos are way harder anyway, so I would just stick with a photo. The next thing I want to make sure that you realize is that this was a screen capture. So I was literally in the middle of talking in a video, and I just took a screen capture. I just screenshotted the still of me mid-sentence. So you don't have to have a super high quality anything, okay? You can literally take a video on your iPhone and then just screen capture some random time when you're in the middle of a sentence. This is me in the middle of a sentence, as you can probably tell. The reason that I'm in the middle of a sentence is because it invokes some level of curiosity. I learned that from Russell Brunson. It invokes some level of curiosity, and it works really good. So you can compare this to like a professional shot. All right, so when I was in my agency days, I worked for a client who was a great-looking woman, good-looking woman, and she had a lot of really great professional photos, and she wanted to use those. She wanted to kind of use that to her advantage. And her landing pages always kind of sucked. And so when we got hired to go help her, first thing that we did is basically took one of her videos and screenshotted it like this in the middle of her sentence. She hated it. She absolutely hated it. But it killed everything that she had ever tried, or that any of her other agency people had ever tried. She ultimately didn't end up using it because she had a little bit too much of an ego in that regard. But it absolutely murdered it. Personally, I don't care. I mean, I got a bunch of professional photos in different attire. You know, I've got stuff that's more like country, like flannels. I've got stuff in suits. I've got all these things that make me look way better than what I'm looking like here. But this works really good. Once again, this is a 77% opt-in rate. This particular landing page has been running for almost 2 years, and the opt-in rate has been between 65 and 80% the entire time. So pretty gnarly. The next thing we're going to get into is the copy itself. This copy right here is a little bit different than what I would normally test with. This is a little odd, a little out there, and this has just been refined over time as we've changed it and adjusted it and things like that. I wouldn't start with something like this. This is pretty lengthy, pretty long. So I want to go ahead and bring back the whiteboard. We're going to talk about the copy here. The copy, there's really two formulas that we use, and we almost always run with these two formulas for as long as we really need to. The first one is how to get what something, so this is going to be big result, without blank, and this is going to be big objection or fear. So, for instance, like, this is just an example, don't ever do this. How to lose 100 pounds without working out. All right. How to make millions without ever doing anything. Obviously, that's all bull crap, but you get it, right? How to recruit 30 people a month without stalking friends and family. That's kind of the angle that we play, right? So you get this one, okay? Now, the one thing I want to stress is that the big result here of course, has to be realistic and true. And the big objection here, same thing. So the 100 pounds working out deal, you get how that doesn't actually, or if you're going to use something like that, you better be true, and you better know what you're doing as far as ad networks go. But you get it, right? Next one is, so this one, I learned the first one right here from Russell Brunson. The next one I learned from Alex Becker, and I actually really like the second one a lot. And this is how I used, this is going to be something simple to basically achieve big result. And then if you want to continue it, you can say, you know, and then another big result. So this could be how I use, like we actually use this one, how I used a 2-page funnel to recruit 30 people per month and then scaled to 100 grand a month, right? That's one that you can use right there. I like that one a lot. The nice thing about copy is it doesn't, like some things will become hot and then they'll kind of lose their sizzle a little bit. But most of the time, as long as you have a good product market fit or product pitch, whatever, pitch market fit, you can really say a lot. You can get away with a lot, right? As long as it follows the basic rules of copywriting. So these are some basic formulas. There's multiple others. These are two of my favorites. The one that is like this one, so my weird, crazy network marketing formula that sponsors reps daily, duplicates automatically, and laughs at home and hotel and Zoom meetings. Like, this is really long and lengthy. Honestly, I don't even like this headline. I think it's insane. I think it's way too long. It's bulky. But I have tried to beat this thing for almost 9 months. Like, I've tried to beat it, and I can't beat it. I literally cannot beat this landing page. It's almost frustrating. It's comical. It's comically frustrating. Like every time I launch a split test, the new split test always beats it for the first like 2-3 days. And then, but I know this landing page well enough to know just give it some more time. And legit, every single time, if I give it a week or two, this thing crushes any split I throw at it. It's insane. So that also just gives you a little bit of an insight into, like, you can test new things, you can try crazy stuff. And I just like to start with what I've drawn out for you on the whiteboard. I like to start there. But I will branch out if I feel like if I have like a gut feeling about something or something like that. I had a gut feeling about this, and like I pulled from like a couple different people's like headlines and stuff. Like, this is a couple years ago. Pulled from some different headlines and things like this, and kind of Frankenstein this thing together, and it worked and it killed everything. I literally went to a $15,000 mastermind. They tried to rewrite this and we launched it, and it got murdered by this. So kind of goes to show you that the very best ones you're ever going to do, you're going to find out on your own over time testing and optimization. And that's the biggest thing with this stuff. But you can start with what I showed you here, right? You can start here and then go from there. So anyway, hopefully this helps you. This is obviously an updated version of something that I've made in the past, but this is with new information that we've learned a lot in the past couple of years since I made that last video. And I just want to share this with you. So if you found value in kind of more techie videos like this, do me a favor, go down below, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know that you like kind of this more like technical nature stuff, and that'll let me know to keep making more of this stuff. So with that, hope you have an amazing day, and talk to you soon.